Hello my zesty besties and welcome back to another video, guys. Today guys, we're going to talk about something a little bit more on the serious side in terms of Dress to Impress videos, and I just want to express my opinion and opinions I've heard from others about this situation. Today besties, we are going to be talking about a new currency item situation that is taking dollars from innocent players with no reward attached. Now besties, I am all here for currency items, and they're actually some of my favorite items in this game, but recently Dress to Impress players have been complaining a little bit too much about the newest release about two new currency items. I will say one of these I'm a little more whatever about, but there is one that I'm a little bit like, yeah, something should probably be done here. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, in the new Valentine's Day update, Dress to Impress has announced that they will now be selling both patterns and makeup for dollars in the game. Now, at first glance, I was super excited about this situation, and I feel like several of you guys were as well, but upon further inspection, I found that this to be a little bit of quite the topic, honestly. Firstly, we're going to be talking about the patterns. Now, for me personally, I don't mind this one as much. It was talked about a lot about on Twitter and TikTok and other types of forums, including Discord as well. And while honestly, this is not something I'm referencing in terms of a scam per se, but I will say for $5,000, having 18 patterns is not exactly the most bang for your buck. Additionally, some of these patterns for me personally are just not in my taste level, and if it weren't for the cheetah print one, I may not have bought this pattern pack, honestly. But nonetheless, I digress, because honestly, while I do agree that this pattern pack should be somewhere in the early 2000s to 3000s ballpark price range, I'm not going to complain about them wanting us to grind more for dollars. So while I understand the frustration of some of you players, it's honestly not the biggest of deals for me personally, and I will say this does open the door for more opportunities for items in the game to be more with currency, like patterns, makeup, and potentially even new things down the line as well. Now, while I don't care as much about the pattern situation, the makeup situation I have a bigger issue with. For those of you who don't know, there is a new makeup set for $1,500, and it includes 11 different types of makeup that you can use to customize your face. It honestly sounds like a really good bargain for your buck, and it is, but only if you have custom makeup. Now, recently when I was going live and a ton of you guys were telling me that you purchased the makeup pack and couldn't find it in your face section. At first, I was super confused because it's literally right there in the makeup section, but then it dawned on me. You can only use this makeup pack if you have custom makeup already purchased. And dozens of you guys were in complete shock when you found this information out and were frustrated about not being able to use those makeup packs that you just purchased with your hard-earned dollars. Now, while in theory, it sounds like something that every player should probably know about, unfortunately, it's not the case with this game, especially with these players being so young and impressionable. They don't quite understand the idea that in order to have makeup, you need custom makeup. And I understand where they're coming from, because they would want to be able to purchase makeup in hopes that, okay, maybe they'll have maybe more default faces they can use on their account with the new makeup pack that they purchase instead of having to buy custom makeup. It also makes sense for those of you who are grinding super hard to get those at $1,500, only to be left with not being able to use something that you purchased and be back to square one when it comes to dollars. Personally, I think this is such an easy solution to this problem for Dress to Impress, and I don't fault them at all for this situation. This is not something that they could have easily known was going to happen, and something they couldn't have really prevented unless they knew some more player feedback. So honestly, this is just my personal opinion, and obviously take it with a grain of salt, and you don't have to include any of this information in there as well. But I will say that I think they should either just disable players who don't already own custom makeup from purchasing this makeup pack to prevent future situations, or simply have a disclaimer before purchasing this makeup pack stating that, hey, you know, you have to have custom makeup in order to use this kind of pack, and this is not something you should probably purchase if you don't have the custom makeup already. Now besties, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you personally care about the makeup pack situation? Do you care about the pattern situation? Or do you think it's just something that should just be as is and just let things just be how they are? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and also don't forget to smash that like button for more DTI content, subscribe to be part of the Zesty Bestie squad, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video or I go live. And with that besties, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!